Twitch chat, so I have no idea if anyone's here. First, let's just say, Happy Valentine's Day, my precious honeybees. Okay, where is it? Sorry for all the squeaking, I'm on my couch. And I was trying to get comfortable while also trying to get my Twitch pulled up. There, pulled up. I wish I could tilt the screen, but not going to happen. And I know you guys are probably wondering why I don't have my computer up. That's actually a good question. Why the heck don't I have my computer up? I'm gonna keep my stream on my phone while I grab my computer. Luckily, it's right next to me. I think I got so used to looking at stream chat on my computer, on my phone, that I forgot to grab my computer. That's probably why. So let me just get it ready. Yeah, it's gonna be Valentine's themed today. We're gonna be making a few different things. We're gonna make a Valentine's themed Pokemon, for one. Well, Fakemon. And, okay, I just gotta enter my PIN. There. Okay, everything's pulled up. So, what should we do first? Preliminary sketch, of course. Preliminary sketch is always first. So, actually, we're gonna do, first up, we're gonna redo the Face, Eye, and Love disc and Sorrow disc, because that has my old shading style, and it needs some updating. First, let me just make sure I have the right brush size for how we do things now. It's been so long since I've drawn one. Oh my goodness. Is that the right one? There, that should make it easier to get brush size. And oh, nope, much too big. No. I have so many Stanley brushes, I have no idea which one is actually which. Is this the same one? Yes, it is. Is this my main? There it is. And it has my stabilization on it. There. Hello, my precious honeybee. Have you had a happy Valentine's Day so far? Sketching. That's good. What the? Was that the? Is the color really that dark? Oh, I remember what I was gonna do. Change this to campus information. It's going well. Let me just see. from Canvas in Procreate. Give me a second. I looked this up on my phone, and I had it prepared so I could change everything, but then I forgot it. But yeah, it's going well so far. Sorry, I'm just trying to fix this. Which one should I use? That's just it. It says that's the one I'm using, so why does it look different on other screens? Sorry, technical difficulties. Okay, let's see if this will change things. Okay. Sorry about that. I was trying to fix things. We were having a couple... Happy Valentine's Day. Sorry about that. We were having a couple technical issues. Hopefully this will fix things. It looks so bright on my screen, but on your guys's, it's just so dull. I have no idea why. Like this red. It is a super vibrant red on my screen. On yours, it's slightly dull. So, whenever I draw my drawings, they get so dull, and I have no idea why. They are fine in the app. They're fine when I take pictures of them from the app. But when I try and do videos on my drawings, they end up like that. Also, why is the screen like this? I've never noticed this, but does it always not fill the screen? Oh my goodness. Ugh, whatever, we're just gonna get started on it. But happy Valentine's Day, everyone. We're gonna be doing some Valentine's themed moms to start, then maybe we'll move on to something else, but let's see. First, we're gonna make an anti-Cupid. So we're gonna start with, what are these? Which we sort of did with Sorrow Disc, but I'm thinking of redesigning Sorrow Disc, as you might be able to tell. And I think I might have already said. Okay. Post it in the chat and I'll look at it. We need actual reference for what we drew beforehand. Is that what we were working on before? That actually doesn't look bad from what I saw. No, let's get this. And make sure it's the finished product. Are these? Yes. So we're just gonna take this, copy it. Move up. Paste it. And make it a little smaller. Move them around, that way they actually fit together and take up less space. There. They look sad, but in reality, they're very sad. The thin hair was sort of stupid, I gotta admit. Except for the Sorrow Disc. Face, Eye, and Love disc. It wasn't that bad. Colors. That way we can get the big flat coloring. I just love this original evolution look like. Pokemon. Pokedex. love disc doesn't evolve? Well, now it does. What a goofy little... I think I'm going to give it a little more of an angler feel. So, anglerfish. Ooh, they're ugly. Look at all these fish. Eat. You know, fish are some of the weirdest creatures in the world. And they're so ugly. I'm gonna make some changes to this. Because they're so small compared to the... So we just gotta flatten them. There. That's better. So let's go over that sketch. Okay. Take your time and just do whatever you want. I'm just gonna draw in the meantime while you decide what you want to do. Okay, let's look at that. It's not bad. Pretty good for a first attempt, but I hope you don't mind me saying, but the feet, they look a little bit too much like a cat's foot. And that's literally the only thing I gotta say. Everything else looks pretty good. And I see you're still struggling a little bit with line width. But this is not bad at all. Did pretty good on that one. Let's see, what do the anglerfish look like again? They got teeny tiny tails. There we go. I think this is good for our little dude. I'm gonna make a little changes though, so it doesn't look too much like natural angler. Because you gotta make sure it's a good fine middle point. And we gotta add some patterns or something. But again, I gotta ask, how was your Valentines, you guys? I think that's okay. Now let's make a sketch for Our Lady. Keeping in mind the design for this, because whatever we do with this guy, we're gonna have to do a lot more with Our Lady. She's gonna be a lot bigger. There we go. What was the tail like on anglers? The ladies have small tails too. There we go. I'm not going to be streaming for long because I don't have work tomorrow, but I do have a couple things to do tomorrow. But I just want to at least get some stuff done for our Valentine's things. Because you guys are important to me, and I want to make sure you guys have something to watch. What kind of allure? You don't have to be actually completely accurate, so we're just gonna give her a sort of foof over hairstyle kind of lure. That she can stick straight up when she decides she wants a meal. I think face, eye, and love discs would be considered a delicacy. Or like, at least to a certain, like these guys. I think these guys would be considered a delicacy to certain Pokemon, so this lure would look like it. There we go. What are you thinking so far? I know it's sort of messy because, multiple colors. And I do accept actual critiques. I understand my designs aren't perfect. No design is ever going to be perfect. Because we're going to be basing the lure off the little guy, I think we should start with the little guy. Actually, let's just start with black. There we go. Here we go. Yeah, everything's good. Are you guys having some problem with the stream or something? Because I've been talking for a while. Is my thing muted? Something? Says microphone's on. It says you guys have been responding to me, so what's going on? There's something going on your guys' screen? Oh. Yeah, because I've been talking for the last bit. Yeah, I saw him. I said he looks pretty good. I can see you're still struggling a little bit with the making the lines all the same length. And I understand that with a lot of drawings. If you want to differentiate between, like, certain parts, you want to have lines thicker or thinner. I used to do the same thing with my drawings. But I realized it made it not very accurate to the actual show style. So I started doing the same thickness in lines. Do you see everything okay? There are those water beasts in the show, though they're more serpentine. Ever since Procreate updated, I've been having trouble with my brushes and keeping them to go exactly how long the lines as I want them to. So I'm trying to go. Did you see the sketch I made for the female version of Sour Disc? Did you see the process of me making the sketch? Or did you get frozen on that? What? You thought these guys were sirens? These are a Facein version of Love Disc and my Evolution Forum Sorrow Disc. I made these guys a while ago. I even did it on stream. I'm just doing an updated design for them because they're based around Valentines and love and all that junk. Oh no, I'm not talking about the sirens and for the water-based dragons. I'm talking about in like the first episode or so. The water serpent, he was sort of dragon-like. The one that Rarity gives her tail to make him feel better. Because his mustache was gone. There. Now that I realize it, I said this a bit ago, but I really hate what I did for their hair. I know they're fake blonde, but they were so ugly. Such ugly, ugly hair. I'm not very bad with them. Well, I did face science love disc, but that makes some tweaks. I wish I could see exactly when you type something in the chat, like the a time next to it. But I can't do that unless I refresh the page. So I'm gonna do that now. See when you guys are typing. Okay, the last type is on level 1107. That way I'm gonna do that every once in a while, just make sure everything's up to date on the chat, because sometimes it likes to lag behind. Or you guys aren't seeing things, so I can make sure that everything's going fine. Yeah, I got coloring. Right there. There. That should make it to where there's no problem of anything. Just in case. Just to make sure no colors spill out of the paint bucket when I use it. Ow, I'm getting stabbing pain in my brain. Lovely. I don't know if I've told you guys before, but I'm in need of a hearing test. And I know I'm gonna need to get it pretty soon, because even my coworkers are starting to notice that my hearing isn't what you would say, the best. And that's a bit of an understatement. Okay, that's a very big understatement. But yeah, I need to get my hearing tested to see if I need to get hearing aids. So I'm gonna have to save up for that. I'm not sure if I ever told you guys about that. There's some unhappy news on Valentines. Wait. There it goes. What are you thinking so far? Because I know you can't really see the colors with me just blocking them in right now. But hopefully when we get them blocked in, you can actually sort of see what I'm talking about with what we want. There. At max, that's good. At max, I'm going to be using maybe 4 colors. No, only 3. Yeah, at max, I'm going to be using 3 colors. And I'm allowed to use variations on those colors, but we don't want to overcomplicate the palette. Because we're going to have to be redrawing this in a very small scale on the lady's lure. Can you see what I'm doing here with the little pattern? But go on. Okay. Oh, I hear my dog dreaming. Yeah. It's been a while since he's had a dream that active. I'm gonna change the color for this one, so just gonna move this one, then do this. You can't see what I'm doing, but I'm erasing the layer on the fin here that's with the other two fins, because this fin is gonna be a different color. It's gonna match this, because we don't want too many colors crowding the place. So we're gonna start blocking in some colors so we can decide what we want to do with the eye. First of all, let's give him a nice darker, sadder blue, almost purple, but more unsaturated. There we go. Then we're going to start brightening it up as we go along. Not too much, after all, we want them to be the same color still. Then we're gonna, for these ones, we're gonna make a lighter, a more vibrant blue. And this one, I'm gonna want it to match what we're gonna do for the lady. Actually, we'll do this one in the color we just did. And this can match the lady. So we'll do a more purple one. Little. There. And I think instead of the middle one being this color, we're gonna change it to this more purpley color. Now we can match a little better. There. That's more like it. Do we want to make this darker color? Make that purple slightly darker. No. Yeah, that's good. Now the eye. Let's see, what are we gonna do for that eye? I'm just gonna block in the color for now. Oh, it's cute. What do you think? We're still gotta do the shading and everything, but what do you think of this guy so far? Good, good, good. I need a version where I can actually do the shading on. One where I can and one where I can change the colors. So we're just gonna make a copy of all of them. Layers. Copy paste them. Move them down again. Merge these. So for this, copy and paste that. Copy and paste this. Just need another one of these. One of these. There. There. Just like this. Then we can do our coloring. There we go. There we go. Some white. Add that highlighting. There we go. Okay. You've been working on yours while I've been working on mine? Then let's see here. Did you tell me he was gonna be an angler? Or did you just decide to do that as a coincidence when we were working on mine? I know he looks like a mix of things. I hate to say it, but I think that's one of your struggles. You really like to add a lot of detail. But with a lot of styles, a little too much detail makes the design too crowded. Especially if the color's going to be really similar. This one, it wouldn't be hard to clean up the design a little to make it a little less crowded. But it's not bad. You just really like adding a lot of details. That's what I was like. That's what I did at first too. Added way too many details. That's why I'm sort of simplifying designs. And changing them a bit. Because I realize I've overcomplicated a lot of designs, so I'm streamlining them. Oh, I forgot I gotta do the shiny. Hoo-hoo. Oh, hi, Rabbit. And I know when there's so many people doing designs in the same sort of genre, it's hard to make unique designs. But that's where it gets a little harder as well, not to overcomplicate a design. Designs are so easy to overcomplicate if you add just one tiny extra detail. Like this. Right here. I didn't need it. I added it because it reminded me of the mouth on the original disc. So I wanted to add a detail to sort of connect them better. But I didn't need it. I didn't need to add the heart. That's just my own personal thing. You gotta really be careful about what you add and what you don't. And remember, I have never gone to art school. I have never done anything in the professional space of art. It's just what I've noticed as I've gotten more experience drawing. you just add one little thing and things go a little too much. So you always have to be careful about balancing things out. That's why you also have to stick to, like, when you're doing color palettes, only do 3 colors max per character unless you're trying to make them look extra. Because if you're trying to make them extra, you want to make sure you put some contrasting colors in there as well. That way they can still complement each other and be extra, but still have a nice appeal to them. Now let's see what we're going to do for the colors on the shiny. Could switch them around. Let's do some color balancing on here. There. Now let's compare these to see if we want to do this for the shiny color palette. So we gotta make a couple different variations to make sure we got what we want. But how have you been, Rabbit? It's been a bit. Been a hot minute. Oh. Do you think this looks good? I'll be honest, I sort of really like the purple palette. What do you guys think? Would that be a good shiny? Would you want to chase after this shiny? This guy. Oh. Would you want to chase after this guy? If he was the shiny. What about you, Rabbit? Would you like this guy as a shiny as well? Has it been your birthday? Why didn't you tell me? You people people never tell me anything so I can prepare stuff for you. It looks like we found our shiny. We're gonna keep... Oh no. Oh no. We're gonna have to do this. Do a copy. And then we're gonna have to go back because I forgot to save a version of the original without shading. There. First, we're gonna move this one down to here. We're gonna move this here. I'm gonna do this. So we have one with shading and one without shading. Well, happy late birthday. You pain in my butt. Yes, you are. You like to go down the hardest route possible in our games. Oh, by the way, 2 weeks ago no, it wasn't 2 weeks ago. Last week you missed Peglin. We made it pretty far. And we still haven't died yet. I plan to play Peglin again next week, so you can look forward to that. Don't worry. And we're still on the same run. We're just a little farther than we were when we first played. When we were playing with you. Okay? So you don't have to worry about everything being wrong. Okay, then we just gotta get this eye color right. What was the hue? And the saturation was a bit bigger. Someone go back in the stream and tell me what the heck the hue and saturation were. I need it so we can get the correct color. I just need the numbers. Is that possible to go back and stream? I never watch it on my actual... I've never actually watched a stream. I've watched one once a couple years ago, so I have no idea. I know it's possible on YouTube, but I know YouTube and this are very different things. Because this is definitely not it. Because I know it was less saturated. I just don't know how much less saturated it was. I don't know it was over this way. Are we getting closer? I need a picture of the eye. Give me this eyeball. Copy. We could have almost pulled it off. So I just need to make sure I get the correct eye color. So time to do some color matching. I know it was over this way. Down, 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 down. Maybe a 20? There's more red. 89? No, not quite. 90? 90. That's right. And saturation might be a bit different. No. I think 20's right. How good of a color match does that guy look to you guys? Does this color match look right? Because I know I didn't change the brightness at all. Or there's, one way to tell. You just go like this. Do this one. And move it to here. Then we do this one. And we just do that. Actually, first do this one. Add it to the color. Do this one. Move it. Add it to color. And if it didn't move, that means it's the same color. And since it didn't... Give me a second. I'm gonna make sure. Okay. So... this one was... no. This one. We add it. We do this one. We add it. They are different colors. Just very slightly. Teeny tiny bit. But they are different colors. Let's say, is there a way we can see it? How different are they? They're just slightly different. How are they different? If we just zoom in and... we're getting a white background so we can see. We need this. Okay, we're gonna see how they are different. So we got this one. Nice little blob of color. And how do we find out what the color is on the wheel? There. Okay, we got a value of 3334. Okay. S is saturation. Saturation is 49%. And that's at a 68. What about the other ones? RGB. $126, $89, and $174. Okay, there's that one. This goes to here. And then there's this one. Let's see the values on this one. 334. It should be the exact same, so why is it copying? Jib jab. Jib jab. I'm not sure. Okay, this one is hexadecimal number A, E, 5, 9, 7, E. This one is number A, E, 9, 7, A, E, 5, 9, 7, E, C. Who's Jib Jab? I didn't find the exact hue, but I'm comparing the labels. You want to know what I found? They're different. Look, AE597C is this one. AE597E is... Oh, get out of here. This one. And this one is the one that we want. This, we don't. This one is slightly off hue. Because this is the second one we did. This is the one we used based on eye matching. This is the one we used based on color matching. So if we get the correct hexadecimal for the colors, we should be right. I'm talking about this like I'm a conspiracy theorist. Gosh. I'm very precise with my colors. If it's not right, I don't want it. So if we were to go here and do it over by why did I do that when I can't even change it by that? Give me the dang numbers. Give me the numbers. Y'all are, anyone who ever just tunes in on a stream is just rewatching the streams, you know, because random art YouTuber or VTuber, I guess, or no VTuber today, so random art person decides to look at the stream, they suddenly see me doing that. They're just gonna be confused to all hell. But just give me the numbers. Okay, so 89. 20. 50. Let's see if it's right. What? I didn't take a picture! Da, 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 da. Let's just do this so we can get the correct number on the colors. This is number AE 597E. 597E. Let's see what the color is on this. That's not even an A's. What you do? It looks the same. I will admit, it looks similar, but I think this might be slightly too pink. Copy. Get rid of this so we can get back to the actual original color. Paste. This is the one we're looking for. This is what we need, right here. So, let's get rid of that. And make a copy of this so we don't have to keep going back on this. And let's just try and make a color match. I think you were right on the saturation, 20, because I thought I remembered 20. So, 20 for sat. And maybe it was a 88? Was it 88? Maybe it was 88. We're gonna do a color match. And if it's AF, getting so close. We were getting real close on this. So if we go back, we were at an 89, 88 there. So if we go back to 87 to 20, this one is slightly too pink, I think. We'll see. AE 5888. We're getting closer and closer because we're getting into the AE 5s. So let's try an 85 and a 20. I don't think this looks similar enough. 86. Let's see here. AC. So the saturation must be what we need to change. Because I think we got it on the last one of 87. 20. Let's try a 20, 21. 20. Let's try a 19, maybe? Or let's try your saturation of 88. With the 21. Pop it. Are you talking about the games? Because I don't know Jib Jab, but if you're talking about games, I remember Bop It. That's a B one. Okay, so 88 isn't enough, but... I never actually got to play Bop It. We're getting so close, but so far. We also need to see what the colors are for the original. Other three. Let me just make sure. 85978. Yes. What is this one? If we can just maybe go over it the right way. Okay, so color. Number D 06896. A96. And what's the next one? If that's a reference to something, I have no idea what it is. Okay, this one is DA 88 A B. Okay, those are the hues and saturations we need. So let's try it this way. Oh wait, can't forget this middle bit. Close the middle. So I also colored the pupil, even if it is very barely noticeable. I did do it. So I want to make sure we have the right color for that as well. Number 1F. One, 3, 1, 8. I'm older than you, Rabbit. What do you mean it was before my time? I watched the Golden Girls, for heck's sake. It's way before your time, then. Okay, we need select. And we gotta make sure that what we're doing is going to be transparent. That way we can actually do it right. In case you've forgotten, you are a senior in high school. Me, I turned 22 this year. Oh, god damn it. I was reading. Before I did the refresh of the page, Jomaine was blue. So when I refreshed the page, you became Blue Rabbit. So it confused me. Gosh dang it. Yee. You're still not that much older than me. You're only a couple of years older than me. Not that much. Not that much of an ocean, considering I already got knee problems. And I'm practically going deaf. I don't know if you were here at that point when I was talking about it, but I'm going to be getting an hearing test eventually, because my hearing has noticeably gotten very bad. So much so that even my coworkers are even noticing that I have bad hearing. I already feel old. Got bad knee right now for the last 2 weeks. My knee has not stopped hurting. My hearing's going. My sight's horrid. Honestly, I feel old. Rabbit, remember, you're still older than me. Calling me old won't do much, because you're older than me. Oh, shut up. Twitch got me confused. Now, does that eye look correct? Let's see here. If we can compare everything right. Copy, paste, wrong layer. Copy, paste. Oh, I don't want to delete that. Let's see here. Is this correct? There's slight differences because I had to redraw it, but not much. We got the colors. Much better. Now all that fuss and fuss is all done. This is why I make versions with shading and without shading. That way I can get the correct colors when I have to, if I ever have to redesign in the future, or if I ever need to make an evolution. That way I don't have to worry about getting inaccurate colors from the shading. So, we got our bibbies with shading and without shading. Da-da-da-da. And just think, this is only the male line we've done. I still have to do the female, and I still have to do the pre-evolution. And this took an hour and 30 minutes, including sketch. It's not bad for what we had to not a bad time for what we had to do. It helped that we had a preliminary idea of what we wanted it to look like. I'm going to try and find the drawings that have taken me the most time to do. Let's see here. Who has taken me the longest? If we're accounting for all the times we redesigned, I think it would be... Who have I redesigned the most out of everyone here? Yeah, it would be Miss Teddy. And we still got to do an update because we're doing a new shading style, so all the shading has to be redone. All the line work has to be redone. Again. As you guys know of me, I do redesigns all the time because I begin to become unhappy with how things were, and I've improved over the years or over the months or even sometimes over the weeks. And I've changed things. But things change all the time. I'm trying to redo everything for Twilight, but I'm liking this design I did for her a lot more than what I'm doing for this one, especially with how I did her body shape. I like this body shape more than I do the other one. So I'm thinking we use this concept art, remove the wings, change the hairstyle a little bit. You're improving. You're... Ow, my leg. Ow. Okay, yeah, I think you're improving in your art. You're getting a lot better at making sure the line widths are closer together. You still struggle a bit. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay, don't worry. My leg's just been acting up for the past couple weeks. But anyway, you have been improving, Jermaine. You've been doing really well. You're getting closer together on your line widths. You're getting a lot better at decluttering your designs and making sure the color palettes are closer together. You still struggle a bit with that, but you're getting a lot closer together with what you need. Oh, I still gotta finish this. Oh no, we never finished this. And my art styles have changed so much. We're gonna have to finish this eventually, but I'm gonna need to find a really good brush for pixel art because the last time we tried to do this, we struggled so much in making sure that everything was right. I need to find a really good pixel art brush. That'll do. I think we found our pixel art brush. Is there any, I can't remember how to change the name. How do I get rid of this? Anyway, this is gonna be our pixel art brush. Boop. Still gonna be difficult. So we're gonna have to redo a sketch. But anyway, there's that. I was trying to do me and Animal Crossing style, but sort of gave up because I could never decide what kind of outfit would be good for me. Because you never know about that. We still have to finish working on this guy. I got started on it and then I realized I hated the width I was doing. Why'd you say goat crossing? Is it because there was a lot of goat characters or something? I don't see any goats. We still gotta finish doing these. Oh yeah, I never showed you guys this. Look, I'm working on Cupid. Why, thank you. But yeah, look, I've been working on Cupid. I wanted to make sure I had some of her hair here. That way you guys could see what her hairstyle actually looks like behind her when I finally get that all in. But look, isn't she cute? I gotta admit though that her hair sort of looks like shrimp. Especially here. Her hair looks like shrimp. That's what we could work on right now because it's Valentine's Day. We can work on Cupid. But isn't she cute? And this is where I started doing that new eye style I've been doing. What happened to her hair? Why is it... Something's a bit iffy. Why is the line work so fuzzy? I didn't resize it. We're just gonna have to redo it. Redo it in purple, then go over in black. But yeah, I wanted her to have a sort of heartbreak, because she could do heartbreak or love. Wanted her to have a little bit of both concepts. So I wanted her to have some sharp edges. Whatever. We're just gonna finish the line art. Can't be bothered. Because I can't get the lines right. Okay, bye. See you next time, rabbit. If you also need to go, Jomaine, I won't hold it against you. I understand it's been a pretty long stream compared to what we usually do. It's been nearly 2 hours. But if you're gonna be here for a while, you can see me finish up Cupid. Maybe that's what's off. She's got slightly... No, that's the same length and width. No, let's give it a hair. But how are you liking the stream so far, Jermaine? Aside from me getting confused and my leg hurting like heck. So it caused me to pause. Good. Are you going to be leaving anytime soon, or are you going to stick with me for a while longer? For about here's little paw pads. Okay. There. There we go. How did the hair get back to being... Hair has to go. At least while we're doing this. The detailing. We're trying to get a good hem for this blouse. That'll do. Now let's make sure to get rid of that so it's not intersecting with the lines. Because we don't want our lines to overlap too much. But look, I'm really getting better at drawing hands. It's been a while since I've had to draw hands, but I'm getting better at it. Look at our cute little chicken legs. Wanted to have bird legs. she's not really a chicken, but I just call them chicken legs because they're so, bird-like. And remember, as always, I don't think my designs are better than anyone else's designs. This is just what I think they would look like personally. If they were to ever get... This is what I think they should... This is what I like to think of them as. They're not better than the original designs. They're not better than what they were redesigned to. This is just what I like to look at them as. There we go. That's what I wanted to say. It's always so hard to get your words out because you never know exactly how you should phrase things. Oopsie. There we are. Her toes are so cute. There we are. Little tootsies. Little tootsie rolls. Ow. Ow, my wrist. Now let's see. I wanted to have a bird-like tail, but I'm trying to decide. I'm gonna do another sketch because I have an idea of what I want, but I want to make sure it will look good. I was thinking something like that, but I'm not sure because I do want it to be slightly longer. Maybe something like that. So she can have neck ruffles like that. I have to do it like this, otherwise I can't do it right. I was thinking something like that, but I'm not sure. Because it looks a little much. But I want something that has, like, the little ruffles, like I put on her neck. And the sort of ruffly way I gave her little feetsies. Sort of more rounded like that. Yeah, this is sort of what I wanted. Let's just remove this one. And put this one. Like that, but also... Sort of like that. There we go. Here we go. There. That way they can have the heart pattern that I want, like that was on this tail, but not be all crowded behind the space and make it look like there's an extra tail coat. What do you think? How do you think that would look? Good. But I am gonna have to say it's been 2 hours and 5 minutes. Longest stream it's been in a while. And unfortunately, it is now past midnight. And that means it is no longer Valentine's Day. And also means I'm tired. So, I hate to say it, but we're gonna have to do more drawing next time, my precious honeybees. And maybe next time we do a drawing stream, we can finish up Cupid. And we can continue working on requests and finish up our love disc line. But until then, my precious honeybees, I'm gonna have to say that's gonna be the end. It's been a pleasure to stream for you all, and I wish you had a happy Valentine's Day. I'm gonna wait for you guys to say goodbye in the chat, because I know you guys like being able to say goodbye. Goodbye, Jermaine. Until next time. Queenie Bee, signing out. Bye, my precious honeybees. Until next week. Or maybe I'll surprise you with a stream tonight. Who knows? Bye!